Investing for Tomorrow are proud to be part of the financial planning world. It is a world full of trusted advocates, highly regulated and hugely successful in generating wealth for clients in every walk of life. We're also proud to be different. We don't simply invest your assets. We consider your needs and dreams as the highest priority. Enjoy this short video to learn how we do it.
Financial planning simply explained. Imagine that everyone is carrying around a financial bucket. You probably already have some money in your bucket. This is the money in your current account, your savings and perhaps some shares or investments. This is the money that you can get your hands on at short notice if you need to. The key to financial planning is not just making sure you have enough money in your financial bucket to live the lifestyle you want, but that you don't come to the end of your life with too much left in your bucket either. Because if you do, that means you may have been able to stop working 5 years earlier, or you could have taken your holiday of a lifetime, or perhaps helped the children more, but at the time you didn't know you could afford to. So let's take a look at what's going on in your bucket now. Your bucket already has money flowing into it, such as your monthly salary, child benefits, or even income from a property you're renting out. At some point in the future, other money may flow into it too, such as a pension or a lump sum from downsizing your home. Outside of your bucket, you will also have assets that you can't include at the moment, such as your house. You need to live somewhere, and your house might cost you rather than earn you money for a long time to come. You may also own your own business, but this is where your income comes from. Unless you sell it for a lump sum of money, your business can't be included in your financial bucket either. And then you may have a pension fund, which will sit outside your bucket until a point in the future that you decide to use it. You may choose to take 25% of it as cash that you don't have to pay tax on, or use it to draw a future income, flowing money back into your bucket again. So with all this money coming in, your bucket should just fill up, right? Well, there's just one problem. This tap here. While you're working hard to fill your financial bucket, this tap is draining it like there's no tomorrow. This tap is the cost of living, the cost of running your car, the cost of paying for your home, going on holiday, paying for the children's education. This tap will keep draining your financial bucket until, at some point in your life, it will be turned off and replaced by a second one. You turn on this new tap when you retire or decide to give up work early. However, this tap could drain money faster than the first because now you have the time to do all the things you've always wanted to do, whilst you're still fit enough to do them. This tap too will only keep running for a certain amount of time though, because at some point in your life you will need to slow down, and this tap will be turned off for a final one to replace it. You turn on this final tap at the time in your life when you're more interested in being comfortable and being able to look back on a life well lived. This tap too will eventually be turned off, but when that time comes, you want to be sure you can look back on a life knowing that you got the balance of your financial bucket right. This is where financial planning is so important, because without it, only one or two things will happen to your financial bucket. Either it will run dry, meaning that after spending 30 or 40 years working hard, you won't have the money to do all the things you had planned. Your taps will have to be turned right down, just at the time you should be enjoying yourself. Or worse, you could end up with your financial bucket overflowing. After spending all your life paying tax on everything you have earned and bought, if you go to your grave with too much left in your bucket, then a large part of that too will go to the taxman and not your loved ones. But paying tax is not the worst part. But if you come to the end of your life with too much money, that means you could have done more at the times when you could have enjoyed it most. You could have bought that holiday home. You could have taken time off to travel. You could have helped the children more, or even stopped working years earlier. But at the time, you were worried about being able to afford it. Getting the balance right is what financial planning is all about. Our job is to help you manage and plan your financial bucket, and it's never too early to start. We aim to ensure that you have the financial security to enjoy all those rich life experiences, whilst at the same time being ready for whatever the future holds. Because once your goals for the future are clear, it then all comes down to planning and simple mathematics. Plan for tomorrow, live for today.